ठीक है. Okay. So, good morning. Oh, sorry. নিপা কেমন জিজ্ঞেস করলাম না. নিপা, how are you doing? মেসেজ করলেই হবে, খুলতে হবে না. All okay না? ক্লাস ওয়াস সবকিছু সব ফাইন না? Okay, good. That's why sometimes it says a small group is good. We can ask each other, how is everybody doing once in a while. Okay. So, yeah.
নিপা একটু সমস্যাই আছে মনে হয়, বাসা পাইতেছে না।
Okay. হুম. আচ্ছা, আমরা এটা রেকর্ড হচ্ছে. I will call Nipa. Okay. We will talk one on one. Okay. So, yeah. So, friends. So today I want to take a topic again, not very too much because money is so important, but even to earn money, we have to have right kind of thought process in our life. Okay, right kind of thinking, which leads to right kind of effect, and all these things. Okay, so that friends, everything, first, uh, God, it's said that God, who he was getting bored and he wanted to create something. He was feeling very bored. I on my own, I'm not enjoying anything. So that's why Shiva and Shakti. Yeah, it's like he needed Shakti. He wanted to see his own power. He wanted to see how powerful he is. And so he said, I want to have something like this. And that's when the part of Shakti came. Mhm. And with Shakti's help, he created the whole universe, the physical things in the world. So the first thing which came in the divines or the Shivas, was to think. He thought that this is what I want to do. And from the thought, all the things came. That's why it says that thought becomes things. There is a famous line that thought becomes things. Hmm? So why is it said that, first what happens is that we think in a certain way. And because we think in a certain way, we start making choices based on what I'm thinking, isn't it? As for example, Bipasha is saying that her in-laws are coming on 9th. She told me some 1 week back, okay? And she's very excited. At the same time, she's also a little, nervous. It's normal, like in-laws are coming. So she wants to make sure that everything is proper and everything. She's taking holidays to make sure the house is proper for them so that they can live a comfortable life here when as long as they're in Denmark. So the first thing that came is thoughts, okay, in Bipasha's mind, that this is, oh, they are coming, what should I do? Or let me create this space, or let me create all these things for them so that they can live a comfortable life. Then she started creating those things around in her house to make sure that everything is in a proper place, right, Bipasha? So everything happens with thought. Mm? The thought you decided this is what you are going to do. I'm going to take a break and everything. Whatever you are manifesting in your life present, right, is happening because you thought that कि पहले तो ये है ये क्या क्या करना है उसके बाद you are taking actions. Okay, your choices. So when you are thinking, you have started the moment you have a thought, you start making choices. ये करो या ये ना करो. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Okay. Should I take action? Should I not take action? Should I take a holiday for a few days? Should I not take a holiday for a few days? And take some break, right? So from thinking starts a choice. Okay. And from once you have chosen, oh no, I think I should, I need to make sure my in-laws are very comfortable and everything. I think I should take a break and then make sure I clean up the house and make everything proper, buy groceries for them before I start my job. Then you start taking actions. Okay.
Yes.
Once you made the choice, you have started taking actions. Okay, these are the actions I'm doing and all these things. And then your behavior is also working according to it. Okay. So like you are behaving also a little differently, that okay, thinking sometimes it's nervousness also, isn't it? The behavior also
Yes.
changes. It's a little nervousness. When guests come, we need to do a lot of, changes in our life, not the same life we live. So, all these things, the behavior also changes. Then with because I am changing my actions and my behaviors, you will see the experience also changes, right? Whatever
Yes.
experience you would have got before, you will not get the experience after ninth because you have made some changes. Also, make some changes to have them in your life for 1 or 2 months is also your action. You have made the action, so with actions and behaviors, you will be experiencing a different environment now, right? For
Yes.
one or
Yes,
two
ma'am.
two months, and
Three
with that
months.
that huh?
Three
Okay.
months.
Okay, 3 months. Okay, for 3 months. Okay. And with that, you are going to have certain feelings as well because you'll experience it was not the same one, but it is a different thing with a different experience and all these things, actions and behaviors. We've brought different experience. And with this experience, the feelings will not also be the same. You will see the feelings that it will be a different, maybe a very joyful that wow, good, now my kids will have their grandparents, they're not alone, right? They একটু grandparents সাথে থাকতে পারবে, একা একা bored হবে না, everything at the same time. A little bit of stress also, oh my god, I have to do so much of work. Okay, so a mix of all these emotions which were not there before. Now it will happen, all these things. Okay, so friends, see how, so, and because we are a microcosm of the same universe, the God also created the universe with the first thought, and with thought all the things happened. So friends, I just gave you a small example of vipasha, how a small thought can is making all the things, and it is creating all it. Thoughts are becoming things, thoughts are becoming experiences, thoughts are becoming feelings as well. Okay, because you're taking actions differently, and the feelings are also but friends, what happens is that this is a change, this is a big change. Okay, but normally in our everyday life, what happens is that we think, mostly we keep thinking the same thing over and over again. Okay, same kind of thought process, same kind of belief system creates same kind of thought process. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, we are poor. Oh, we are this. Oh, we are living in scarcity. This is a thought. First, it's a thought. Be based on thought. You based on these thoughts, you're making certain choices. You are continuously making certain choices. Okay, and those choices are making you take actions. And then again, through actions, you are getting the same kind of experience. Especially people, most of the times, अगर कोई change नहीं हुआ, हमारा thought actually same रहता है. ज्यादातर देखना
Yes.
सारा दिन का thought almost same ही रहता है. Because of the
Yes.
same kind of thoughts, we create same kind of choices, we create same kind of actions and behavior, we experience the same thing, and we experience the same feelings. Okay, so then we say that why are things not changing in my life? मैं इतना तो करती हूँ, ये करती हूँ, वो करती हूँ, लेकिन चेंज क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? चेंज इसलिए नहीं हो रहा है बिकॉज हमारे थॉट्स ही तो नहीं चेंज हो रहे हैं. देखो, एक सिंगल थॉट बिपाशा ने चेंज कर दिया, उसका लाइफ कितना चेंज, फॉर गुड और फॉर बैड और फॉर वर्स, दैट वी आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू यू नो think here. Okay, analyze here. But a single thought has changed. Bipasha's thought for from hers or Parag's life has changed for 3 months. It will be a changed life for her. A single
Yes.
thought. So see, reference. Now every day we are thinking same kind of thinking. It is most of the time we are thinking the same kind of thinking, and we are expecting different result. Okay, we expect that I'm thinking this, but I want to become a billionaire. How is it possible? Because these same kind of thoughts have put you in this situation wherever you are, the with whatever kind of job you have, whatever kind of financial things you have. Think about not just this, even relationships that you have, or anything, your health that you have made choices. If you would have made choices to eat very healthy and everything, going for gym, your body would have shown, right? See, this is what thinking. I think that I want to go to gym, I want to do exercise. Even if you don't go for gym, forget about money. I want to do walk every day. No matter what, I want to walk for 1 hour every day. If you have thought that, You would have made those choices, and from those choices you would have taken those actions and behaviors, and that experience would have created those feelings. Okay friends, so this is how. But what happens, हम डेली बेसिस पे नॉर्मली सेम काइंड ऑफ थिंग बिलीव करते रहते हैं। अरे ये कैसे होगा, अरे वो कैसे होगा, ऐसे कैसे चलेगा, ओ हम लोग तो गरीब है, ओ हमारे पास इतना ओ जॉब नहीं है, क्या करेंगे। वी आर थिंकिंग, these are called, these are called, what are that called, they're called very poor thoughts. They are called poor thoughts or destructive thoughts. Poor thoughts से भी ज्यादा हो जाते हैं, sometimes destructive. कभी कभी thoughts become, nobody loves me, I'm not worthy. These are not just poor thoughts, not these are not just bad thoughts. They're destructive, because the more you believe that I'm not lovable, I'm not worthy, you cannot attract anything from the universe, because the universe will say that you don't believe in yourself, how can I believe in you? Okay, so that's why, friends, it is so important to understand and be very aware what thoughts are happening, and keep shifting your thoughts through meditating, through being aware. Oh, I'm thinking like this. Oh, हमारे पास तो कुछ नहीं है, बहुत कम है. Am I thinking like this? I will shift. I will shift to the thought that, oh, I have lots. See, let me feel grateful about it. Let me think what are the things I already have and start feeling grateful about it. Hmm? Shifting the thought is so important, friend. Okay. Next, friends, what I want to talk about is that, you know, being forgiveness, a judgment. Okay. Let us first understand judgment, and then I will go into this. Friends, what happens is that there is, I told you, right, there is this seven mirrors which talks about relationship. These Essene mirrors, it was found in it's ancient scroll which was found, which talks about the science of relationship. वो कभी relationship पे हम बात करेंगे तो हम पूरा seven mirrors पे discuss करेंगे, seven kinds of mirrors. Okay, so but I already shared that one mirror is this mirror of self love. Okay. It's so important that we love ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we will be able to attract things from the universe, because we will believe that we are worthy. Okay. There, that is done. I've already explained. Again, I have also told you why. Again, loving yourself has to be come from the thought that I have to shift. If you are not loving yourself, you have to choose, you have to decide. The thought will make you choose a new thoughts. Okay, then there is another thing, friends, which is it might not be, but it's so important, because I'll tell you why. uh, that there is another mirror, the mirror of judgment. Okay, so we are so, fast in judging others. Okay, and we immediately, anything happens in the world and we will immediately point fingers, and this person is like that, that person is like that, and we forget that one finger is this way, is actually pointing back to us. Okay, and we do it very openly through gossiping, sometimes through bluntness, sometimes, and so many ways we judge others, huh? We don't have to explain that. But friends, remember that when we judge others, we develop a charge in the body. It's called judging charge. The body takes in the charge. Okay. When I'm strongly say, see, there is something called, you know, inference that you have found out by seeing that, okay, this man is not good. I understood that man is not safe. Okay. ये safe आदमी नहीं है. ये बहुत फ्रॉड करता है ये आदमी, बहुत इज नॉट अ safe person, not a, you cannot trust this person. So that enough, that's enough. You have understood, you have made an inference, and you become indifferent also. Indifferent means समझ में आ गया और उसको इतना सोचा भी नहीं, इतना सोचा, देखो ये लोग इतने बुरे होते हैं, ऐसे होते हैं, देखो कैसे होते हैं, and all these things. We make inferences, right? We making strong judgments, sorry, not inferences, strong judgments. Then we keep saying, मैं तो ऐसी नहीं हूँ, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, this is not right, and we go into that right and wrong, too much of right and wrong. Okay, this creates a charge in the body. There is a charge. The moment you strongly judge somebody, this creates a charge in the body. And the moment you create a charge in the body, what will happen is, not if not now, sooner or later, you are going to become that person. You will start behaving like that person. Okay. Have you seen that apne parents pe, where in parent, my, you know there are many things we love about our parents, our father and mother. Yeah, I've seen in therapies, I've seen with people, I've seen with myself also, and I've worked on it. That there are things that you don't like about your parents, and you say, "Ye wala cheez, I love my father, I love my mother, but this quality of hers, I really don't want to take it." Okay, I really don't want this quality of hers. I will never be like this, no matter what. मैं ये वाला तो मम्मी जैसी नहीं बनूंगी, पापा जैसी नहीं बनूंगी. We tell that. And what happens is that, or you will say that, the way my father used to beat me, or my mother used to beat me, and they used to do this and that, I will never do this to my own son or daughter. Okay, I will never become like my parents. And you will see that when you grow up, you also have your own kids and everything, you start behaving the same way like them. Have you noticed it? आपने ये नोटिस किया है क्या? हम्म अगर नहीं किया है तो जाओ और नोटिस करो. यस विपाशा.
मैंने किया है, मैंने किया है।
हाँ, क्यों होता है? दो. एक है, हम अनकॉन्शियस लॉयल है अपने पेरेंट्स के प्रति. दिस अकॉर्डिंग टू फैमिली कॉन्स्टलेशन, we become unconsciously loyal to our parents. Hmm? And we say that, oh, you are like this, I will also be like you. Okay. And another is a strong judgment towards our parents. Hmm? The moment we judge. হ্যাঁ.
দিদি, এখানে আরেকটা জিনিস আছে দিদি, যেটা আমি সমস্যা ফেস করছি, যে হচ্ছে আহ আমি আমার মাকে মানে এত বেশি ভালোবাসি, তাকে হার্ট না করার জন্য আমি আমার খুব কাছের মানুষকে হার্ট করে ফেলি।
হুম.
মানে তাকে মানে তার জন্য আমি এমন একটা এই জিনিস ঝগড়া না করলেও হয়, বা এই জিনিসটা নিয়ে এত আগ্রহ না করলেও হয়, বাট জাস্ট
হুম.
কেন জানি মানে আমার সাবকনসিয়াস মাইন্ড বলে যে আমার মা বলছে, মানে আমি চাই না এটা ফলো করতে, বাট আমি হাও আমি এই জিনিসটা ফলো করে ফেলি এবং বুঝতেও পারতেছি যে আমি ফলো করতেছি,
আচ্ছা.
বাট
আচ্ছা.
কোনোভাবে মানে করতে পারি না। পরে বুঝি জিনিসটা এটা করা উচিত
মানে
না।
মা তোমাকে বলছে, তুমি পড়তে চাও না কিন্তু আবার করে ফেলছো, রাইট?
হ্যাঁ,
হুম. So
তো
this
আমি
is what
চাই না।
happens. This is like deep unconscious loyalty. You know, যে যে দেখো, মানে I'll give you my example, okay? That my brother is still not married. Yeah. True. So my brother is still not married. Hmm? And he's going to get married. I know nowadays you cannot predict anything. Okay, how the girl is going to come. We are looking for a match for him, and all these things. Okay, so but I'm also prepared. My mother, she has like, I know that my mother is very nice, but she doesn't know what she's speaking sometimes. And I know that she might create problem. I very well know that she will be the person who might create problem. Okay, because she's so innocent. कभी कभी इतनी innocent में ना, कभी उनको पता ही नहीं होता है वो क्या बोल रही है. Okay. And I'm very aware that कुछ तो होगा, and after शादी कुछ तो होगा शायद, भगवान करे ना हो, crossing fingers. But I prepare myself that no, if because of my blind love for my mother, I will not start defending and doing all these things. You never know, because तब क्या होगा, you never know. Hmm? But right now, I always tell myself that I will not get when my brother gets married. I will never get into their, if my mother also tells something, I will never get into it. Hmm? So we have to also consciously, because um, I'll tell you, this is my brother, but he has not married, so you cannot relate. But I have a cousin, okay, and you know that I'm very close to my cousins also, because we were brought up in a joint family, and a lot of a lot of what happens is that you will hear a lot of things. नए नई sister in law आएगी, तो बहुत लोग, ये sister in law ऐसी है, ऐसा है, प्रॉब्लम कर रही है. and all these things hoga, yeah, and it is happening with also one of my cousins. But like now it has settled down because it's years of marriage, but previously when they got married, everything I used to hear and I used to feel bad for my tai, okay, oh this is happening, and but I made a choice that I will, I could, because it was a joint family, I could behave like others, others were also, they were very unhappy with the marriage also, they didn't like the marriage because it was an, like we are Bengalis, he was married to Assamese and a lot of things. And but I never did. I never interfered. I never said a single word which he will get hurt or they will get hurt. Okay. So I made my own choice of making sure that I will not go into the crowd and judge my bhabhi the way others are judging. Okay. So everybody has their own things, and that's why, I still have a very good relationship with my bhabhi. Not where every day we talk, but whenever we talk, she will make sure she remembers my birthday and everything. It is only because, she never found me judging her. सो ये भी है ना, हम हमेशा सोचते हैं कि हमारे भाभियां गलत है, आवर सिस्टर इन लॉज आर बैड, बट वी फॉरगेट दैट वी आर ऑल्सो, मम्मी का सुन के, ताई का सुन के, इनका सुन के, उनका सुन के हम भाभीियों के अगेंस्ट चले जाते हैं. ओके और जब हम जाते हैं तो भाभियां भी हमारे अगेंस्ट हो जाएंगे ना. डिड यू गेट इट विपाशा? Right? So no matter how bad that person is, the person will become very hurt when we will also start attacking them or do something like that. So it comes from really, this comes from meditation. It also comes from breaking cords from our parents, that my mother, it is my mother's problem with whoever that person's problem is. It is not my problem. Her problem is her problem. She will deal with her problem. I will not interfere. Okay. So বুঝতে পেরেছো বিপাশা, this is how we deal with it, whatever situation, whether it is bhabhi or anybody else. Okay. So we will break that unconscious loyalty. Hmm? And see, you can change also somebody only through love, Bipasha. Okay. অনেক সময় it is true, somebody sometimes, some people are so bad that it's, you cannot stop, but you have to speak up and you have to say. बट फ्रेंड्स बोल के कुछ फायदा है, और भी ज्यादा पीछे चले जाते हैं. They will go even farther from you. They will not even listen to you when the time is right. You can only make them listen to you only when you have good relationship. You cannot make them listen to you by pointing fingers. এটা দেখ খেয়াল করেছো কিনা না, even with your own parents, you know even with your own parents, when you say that you should, I only sometimes, they, my parents, they're on and off in meditation, and sometimes I become very straightforward and I say, you are not meditating at all, and that's why my father is not keeping well. He has suddenly started having a little body pain, arthritis and everything. So I tell them, I think that, oh, it is my duty. I tell them, hey, you eat so non-veg, why don't you stop non-veg? You are, and not meditating. I'm after them sometimes. No matter how much I'm after them, they don't listen. So what's the point in then? Sometimes I feel, kabhi kabhi out of, frustration, that you want them to live a happy life. Sometimes out of frustration, you become too forceful also. And देखते हो कि वो, they push away even more. और भी ज्यादा पुश अवे. अपने पेरेंट्स ही अपने सुनते नहीं है, हम किसी और को क्या सुनाने जाएंगे? So now I accept them just the way they are. Okay, they cannot. They love to eat non-veg. They love to, they love to have their own life, not meditate much. So it is their life. I can't do anything. It's an acceptance also, which really brings a lot of peace in our life. Acceptance of the situation just the way it is. Okay. Even I'll tell you, my brother-in-law. So they, I'm trying every day to talk to him and give him different feedbacks. But it is up to him whether he takes it or not take it, right, friends? So I can only try my best to help others. I cannot shift their mind. The shifting, okay, now comes this, friends. Thought becomes things is when I shift my thought process, then the environment changes, friends. It is the other way round. when मैं बाहर से अगर मैं फोर्स करती रहूंगी तो नहीं होगा. जब मैं अपने आप को continuously, I will keep working on myself, then only the environment changes. It's to like before, my father was an atheist. He never even believed in gods. For that father to even sit, he did a 40-day course for QLU online course, meditation company, one of my mentors course they had. 40 days of online course he did one stretch. And I was surprised that this man who never believed in God did a 40-day course on meditation. वो मेरे लिए enough है, because I was changing myself. He changed. So more I will work on myself, my parents, my environment will also change. But that cannot guarantee that they will change. But I have to keep working on myself. I have to keep working on my things. Okay, friends. So, so what I forgot. Yeah, so judgment. Okay, friends, let us go. If you have any more question, please write it down and we will talk. Okay, because we are few, very few today. We can have a good chat and discussion about it. Okay, Nipa, are you clear with this? Are you clear with this? Yeah. So, judgment. So this is why, friends, judging is so bad. Hmm? And so, friends, when we judge people who have money, so this is अपने parents का बोल रहे, अपने family का बोल रहे, कितनों का बोल रहे, हम judge कर रहे हैं and everything. But think about the people who has money, and we judge people. We judge people who are rich. We judge people thinking they are fraud. They earn money through evil means, and we keep adding those charges in our body. And imagine these charges. Are we going to get money ourselves? We become the same person. Even if that person was not that bad, maybe the person was a good person, but I judged and believed that person is evil and the person is bad. Even then, what will happen is that when we'll start having money, we will also develop the same kind of, we will start becoming fraud. We will do some ghaflas. नहीं भी मन करे तो हम करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे, बिकॉज हमारा इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग चार्ज है किसी और के प्रति. Somebody is evil and I'll give you an example. A friend of mine long back, I think just after 2009 10, okay, in England. I was in England in 2009 and 10. Hmm? Yes, 8 9 10 11, I think. Yeah, I had made a very good friend. Hmm? And I loved her. She was a calm friend, and she's from UP, and we made good friends, and she was my husband's colleague's wife. And later, some after a few months she left, and for years she was not coming. I was in England for around 4.5 years, and she didn't come for 1 or 2 years. And I was wondering. Everybody used to ask the husband, and he used to say, "Nahi, wo to maike gayi hai," and all these things. She came back after 2 years, and she told me a lot of pain. She had TB and all, lots of problems and everything. Then her husband didn't want to bring her back, so बहुत परेशान हो गई थी and everything. That's when I gave her those meditative that I also introduced her to transcendental meditation and started doing all these things. And the things changed between her and her husband and all these things. But when she was talking to me one fine day, and she said that she was a very soft girl. Okay, she never used loud voices. कभी उसने गलती से भी किसी के बारे में against में कुछ नहीं बोला है and all these things. But when her husband doing all these things, and she did not, her husband was not calling her back, and she started having a lot of anger against her husband, a lot of judgment against her husband, and lot of होता है ना कि lot of judgment and anger against her husband. My husband is this, my husband is that, and he's this, and lot of things. After when she came back, she told me that संजुक्ता, मैं ऐसी थी कि मैं एक voice तक निकाल नहीं पाती थी. Okay, and now what has happened is कि she fights with her husband with ferociously. She judges, she tells him where he's going wrong and where he's not doing things properly. And a lot of fights in the house happens because of all these judgments and all this anger that she does towards her husband. And she herself is surprised, why does she do it? She does it because she has hold, वो अपने आप को बहुत proud समझ feel करती. She used to feel very proud because I don't do like this. See, I'm such a proper girl. I don't behave like this. I don't behave like this. I don't behave like those people, those hooligans who shouts and do. And then she started doing the same thing. Okay, friends. So this is a clear-cut example of when we judge people, we become that person. Okay. Again, why judgment is not good in the field of money also is because we cannot feel one. The more we judge, we cannot feel one with people. Can we feel one? आप किसी को अगर जज करते हो आप फील कर सकते हो कि मैं और वो एक है. And what does this spiritual science says that we are all one. Try to feel oneness. The more you will, and the prosperity consciousness person, do you remember prosperity consciousness person? One of the qualities of prosperity consciousness is that you have to feel one with everybody. Oneness consciousness, a prosperity consciousness person feels one even with those the relatives and people who are really bothering us. We have to start loving them and feel one. But how will we feel one? We can't feel one na, if we judge them. So that's why, see, it also stops us from earning our own money. Okay. So, Vipasha, you want to share anything? Are you
আরো
there?
হয়
হ্যাঁ বলো.
মানে ওরকম ও তো অনেক কিছু আছে দিদি, কি শুনতে চাও এটা হচ্ছে বড় কথা। এটা আমার সাথে খুবই হয়েছে আমার যখন আমি তিনটার কাছে বিয়ে করছি, তুমি তো জানোই ব্যাপারটা।
হুম.
তো একদম মাকে হার্ট করছি। আসলে আমি মায়ের খুব ক্লোজ ছিলাম, মানে এখনো আছি, বাট এখন
হুম.
এমন রুড হয়ে গেছি না। আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে আমার মা হচ্ছে কাইন্ড অফ আর্গুমেন্ট জিতার নাম্বার ওয়ান, বুঝতে পারছো? সে রং
হুম.
হলেও সে জিততে চায়, আর এই জিনিসটা আমি নিতে পারি না এখন। এন্ড
হুম.
ধীরে ধীরে আমিও দেখতেছি যে আমিও কাইন্ড অফ ওরকম হয়ে যাইতেছি। আমি চেষ্টা করি জিনিসটা না করতে, চাই
হুম.
যে এই জিনিসগুলো ইগনোর করতে, বাট
Because I'm in China, is again the feeling that I'll do a therapy. Okay, I was thinking of doing forgiveness. Let's do today mother healing. Okay.
ওকে ওকে
Okay, let's do a mother healing and very important is Nipa, are you okay? We will do a mother healing. Okay. Yeah. And what we do is that I'm just like you. What we tell our mother is that, sometimes I'll tell you one thing. I'm a person like, normally I talk only when I'm in class, okay, with you guys and everything. তোমরা আমাকে দেখেছো even in BCS. Normally I will just sit somewhere alone and I will be on my own, maybe meditating and everything. But once in a while, now my mother's traits come up, okay, and my mother's trait is and that's why I am very aware of it, and because I judge also my mother. Hey, my mother speaks, she just speaks nonsense. Sometimes I say that she will keep speaking nonsense without any, and I don't want to listen to her. Sometimes it's like this. See, this is the feeling that I have, a charge. Oh, and when you do so, there are a couple of times when I say I'm just speaking and speaking and speaking, and there is no sense in it. And one day I was, talk to Preeti, and I say, talk to Preeti, my therapist, okay, and I said, I don't know. Sometimes why do I? He said you have a charge against your mother. You are trying, and because you judge your mother, you are becoming like your mother. Okay, so. That's why when I really said, Ma, I'm sorry. And I say, that's why there is a saying when we say, I'm just like you. When we say I'm just like you, that means I'm not trying to become, greater than my mother. আমার মার থেকে we can never become bigger than our parents. Okay. But the moment we start becoming bigger than our parents, that's when the problem starts. So first of all, realizing, this is my trait, and I say, see, Ma, I'm just like you. It gives you a humbleness, not make you arrogant that, oh, my mother is like this and I don't want to become like her. Yeah, it gives it, see, Ma, I'm just like you. And then feeling that oneness and accept, and you are my right mother. There is another word we use sometimes, because we don't like some of the qualities of our mother or our father. We say, we don't even say, but we say, this is not my mother. This is not my right mother. I wish I could have a right mother, you know. So that's
উম,
why. Na,
না
why not?
দিদি, না আমার এটা আজ পর্যন্ত কোনোদিন মনে হয়নি যে
No,
আমার
no,
মা
it's subconscious level. Subconscious level. এটা
আমার
আমিও
শুধু মনে
জানতাম।
হয়েছে যে আমার যে এটা মনে হয়েছে যে আমার মা হচ্ছে আমি মাকে মানে জিনিসগুলো খুব আমি চেষ্টা করি ইগনোর করার, ওকে ইটস ওকে আমি ইগনোর করতেছি, বাট সে
হুম।
পুরাতন জিনিসগুলো বারবার যখনই রাগ করে সে পুরাতন জিনিসগুলো নিয়ে আসে, আর ইটস হার্টস মি আ লট, মিনস আ লট। আমি বলছি মা এই জিনিসগুলো আমি ভুল করছি আমি জানি, বাট
Okay. We,
তুমি
we,
এই
we will
কথাগুলো
do we will do both the process. We will do forgiveness process also, mother forgiveness. Okay. Nipa, you can do forgiveness for anybody else whom you cannot forgive. Okay. Then I will bring both of you are okay to stretch for another 15 minutes if it stretches. Is it okay? নাকি তোমাদের কাজে যেতে হবে? 15 মিনিট স্ট্রেচ করলে?
না ঠিক আছে দিদি, আমি বাসায় আছি, আমার সমস্যা নেই।
Nipa? Okay. So I don't know how long it is going to do because I'm doing a therapy for both of you, a process. Okay. At least a half an hour it is going to take. So we will do forgiveness. Forgiveness for during forgiveness, you pick up whatever who you want to forgive. Nipa, তোমারও যার সাথে problem চলছে, তুমি তাকে ভাবো when I'll ask you. Then we will go to mother healing. Okay. And also remember it happens in a very subconscious level. যখন এরকম করে তখন আমরা somewhere deep down we don't even know, we actually feel that I wish I could have a different mother. And there also we have to say that no, and we have to tell ourselves that see, I have chosen this mother because I had to learn some lessons through this mother. Okay. This mother was the best mother for me because she could only teach me many lessons. Hmm? And accept the fact that you are my right mother and I am your right daughter. Okay, we will do that. Okay, let's start the process.